Welcome, friends. Before we continue our treacherous tale, we'd just like to remind you that we will be at Dragon Meet on the 1st of December in London, UK. Both as part of the podcast zone and, potentially, running a small game or two in the evening. While we can't confirm anything completely at this point, if you're going to be at Dragon Meet and have an interest in being part of one of the games, send us a message on Twitter. We will let you know more details as Dragon Meet draws closer. But until then, can you feel it? The ground beneath is trembling. The cracks begin to show, tumbling down to the fevered dark. What lies ahead? Who truly knows? Prepare to plummet.
Penance RPG and its affiliate sponsor, D&Dice, makers of dice for all types of heroes, proudly presents Plummet, Falling in the Dark, a Penance RPG adaptation. This bard's tale, as is customary in these parts, may contain strong adult themes, cursing, and high adventure. For now, time turns, the path is open. Let the story commence.
Welcome to episode 2 of Plummet, Failing or Falling in the Dark. So let us introduce the cast. We will start with Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm playing Frankie. He's a disciple and is a part of the Order of the Fascinating Squeezebox. Well, the Disciples of the Fascinating Squeezebox, or DFS for short. Currently quite happy with himself because he killed an Ent and he's like rocking it. So he's pretty chuffed with himself. Etten, sorry. He killed an Etten and he's pretty chuffed with himself.
Okay. AJ.
Hey, I'm AJ. I'm playing Igneous, who's a dwarf geomancer. That's about all my brain is braining today. So, I killed 5 people last time.
You did?
By people, I mean goblins.
I will do a kill count before we start the episode properly. Next we have Lenaida.
Hello, Lenaida. I'm playing Q Kintara, a black dragonkin champion, of course. Feels nice about himself. Also just got to kill some small goblins, I think, and just left the big guys to the younger ones. Feeling a little bit like the elder of the group, but yeah, probably work out fine.
Okay. Then we have Belry.
Hello, I'm Tyke. I'm on my first adventure. It's pretty good. Mr. Igneous here has been taking good care of me. I've forgotten him. What's it?
Frankie!
Frankie, you stay away from my mum.
Ah, but your mother, she has beautiful skin.
But my dad's already not around very much as it is, Frankie.
Why do you think he's not around?
I don't know, Frankie. He doesn't take me to the city. Yeah. I'm trying very hard not to lose the accent.
Right, okay. And then we have Ash.
Hello, I play Whispers in the Gloaming. She is a Tabaxi Shadow Walker who loves shooting people from hiding. She's shot back 4 things last episode, I believe, and she has an absolutely fabulous tale.
Okay. So, who wants to do a recap of last week?
Oh, I don't really remember very much. I got caught up with all the excitement.
Oh dear. Shall we ask the mighty voice in the sky what happened last week?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Open the book. What happened last week?
The heroes travelled towards the city of Arhin, but before reaching the city, their caravan was flagged down by a wounded soldier. He told them of a vicious band of Ettins who had attacked their caravan, and the potential kidnapping of the Baron's advisor, Lady Thea, who had been researching at the great libraries of Terranoth. The party quickly dispatched the Ettins and opportunistic goblin scavengers, with the Ettin leader, Mauler, struck by a razor-sharp arrow in one of his 4 fiendish eyes. However, The combat was not without consequences, as Tyke, the naive yet fearless young warrior, challenged an Etin with just his face, upon which the Etin's massive club smacked him into a tree and the dark realm of unconsciousness. Additionally, Lady Thea was nowhere to be found. Hoping the advisor had made her own way back to Baron Gregory, the party hurried to Arhin, setting up within the barracks of the great city. Following an audience with the Baron, the heroes, having taken the Rin Sixpence, are now members of the Rin Militia.
So the kill count from last week is Kuparok 4, Igneous 5, Tyke 4, Whispers 4, including Mauler, Q Kintara 5, and Frankie 1. Let us progress with our tale. So, having taken the Rin Sixpence and enjoyed your evening in the inns and very much had a lot of fun throughout the night, including Tyke screaming, "I don't want a kestrel, I don't want a kestrel," as a guard tried to lead him out of the bar. How are you feeling the morning after?
Yeah, I believe I'm feeling quite nice. Just not a heavy drinker, so yeah.
Oh, my eyes. The sun.
Well, I'm fresh as a daisy. Alcohol don't affect me none.
I just had a nice glass of warm milk, just like Mum used to make. She still does make even.
Milk is good.
I am not going to latch on to that one, my dear boy.
Latch on to what?
So, as a confused Tyke runs after you, going, "What do you mean? What do you mean?"
I'll tell you when you're older.
You progress to your first day as guards in this city. So as you move outside the main walls of the city and start mingling amongst the small villagers that live outside, one of which starts telling you that he's seen miracles and that Kelos the god works in mysterious ways. But it's true, his wife got pregnant, he hasn't touched her in 2 years. Kelos just gave him a child, just when he needs it. How do you explain that then?
He's not called Kelos, he's called Frankie.
Ah, you knew me too well.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, is that a real miracle, Mr. Igneous, sir?
It can be, yeah. The miracle of birth.
Immaculate
wonderful?
Conception, my friend. Immaculate conception.
You're sure
Yes.
smart, Mr. Igneous.
This child
Yeah,
is being raised as a son of Kelos. He's going to be a great man in his life. Look at him. And he gestures towards a child who looks incredibly scrawny and with like thick black hair compared to the man's sort of sandy blonde hair.
Yeah, he's not gonna be that magnificent if you don't feed him well.
Frankie's gonna check if he's not seen the woman before. I'm gonna roll for that,
Okay,
actually.
roll for that. Okay, Frankie does not recognize the woman, although the woman does give him the eye.
I just wink at her. Madame?
Yeah, you know
So,
Frankie then. Maybe we need another divine child.
As this man is frantically trying to tell you that his son is in fact the son of God, you hear frantic screaming of "Goblins! Goblins!" and a bunch of villagers sort of screaming and running towards you from over a hill. What do you do?
Oh boy, do we get to go kill some more goblins, guys?
Yeah, but you're not going first in line this time, Tyke. Take it a little bit easy on the face-smashing club stuff, please.
Oh, but I feel like I did a good job last time, guys.
Yeah, sort of.
Frankie's gonna walk up to the lady and offer her his hand. My dear, fine, mother of divinity, come with me. I shall protect you with my life.
Let's see how she reacts.
You're not coming with us to fight the goblins then, Frankie?
The women and children first, of course.
The woman slaps you across the face and says, No, the last time I did that, I ended up being blessed by the Lord. And she sort of runs inside and slams the door behind her.
Oh gee, you okay there, Frankie?
Frankie's just grinning. Ah, indeed.
That's a lesson for you there, Tyke. Never try to pick up a woman during a goblin attack.
But what if she can't run, Mr. Igneous, sir?
Well, that would be one of the rare exceptions to the rule right there.
Yeah.
Toss it over your shoulder and be done with it.
See, the rules of battle is very complicated and it'll take you a while to learn them, but that's rule number 1. No flirting during goblin attacks.
How'd you get so smart, Mr. Igneous?
Book learning.
Yeah. Q is just gonna go towards where the goblins are coming from. spread the weapons.
Okay. So as you make your way down towards the hill that the villagers are running over, one of them grabs number 2. They grab Frankie. They grab Frankie by basically his lapels and start shaking him, going, "They've got me, brother! They've got me, brother! You need to come now!" And he grabs Frankie and tries to drag him up the hill.
A little assistance!
Yeah,
Oh no, guys,
calm down.
We better rescue that guy's brother. That's what heroes would do.
Yeah, let's take it nice and slow now, Tyke. We don't want to rush into anything this time.
Mr. Where's your brother?
Frankie's about a good 5 meters ahead of you now, being dragged up this hill by, like, basically lapels.
Can I, run up to them and, jump around and go, Mister, I'll help, Mister.
Sure. So Tyke runs up and starts jumping around his legs, shouting, "I'll help, I'll help!"
Yeah, and
as
Q will
you get
move
to the
up
top of the hill.
I'm a big hero, Mister.
You get to the top of the hill and you look down. Ahead of you is this scene of there's crops on fire, there's people being dragged towards what looks like an old mine shaft, and it seems to be goblins, some sort of very vicious looking dog creatures, and there's also what must be some sort of winged goblins in the sky. What do you do?
Oh gee.
I propose that somebody that's good at shooting stuff could start by taking down the winged guys, like Whispers and Frankie perhaps, and Ignis.
I'll give it a go if you like.
Yeah, I'm not good at shooting stuff because I don't have any shooting weapons, so any help would be appreciated.
Just so you get a rough idea how many of everything there is, there's about 15 to 20 goblins just sort of randomly grabbing people and dragging them, kicking and screaming towards this mine shaft. There's 3 they look a bit too big to be goblins, but they've got the same kind of skin tone, and they're sort of flying through the air, and they're making these kind of shrieking noises, kind of like sort of very vicious birds, but they're definitely humanoid in figure with these wings. And
I don't like the sound of that.
And guys, when you guys said you'd get me a bird, I hope you didn't mean these guys.
No, this has gotten a bit out of hand here.
And there's about 6 dogs.
It's a good thing we're here to sort it out there, eh? Hey, Mr. Ignis, sir.
Aye.
I'm sure you know this what to do, right, sir?
I'm having a bit of trouble talking this morning, Tyke. Must be all this screeching flying noise.
Yeah. You come with me, Tyke, and we'll go...
Best do something about stopping that shrieking noise then.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me.
Unlimbed takes the crossbow off the back and loads it.
Oh, that's a good idea there, Whispers.
Tyke, you want to join me on ground and just follow me up, and we'll start taking care of the dogs and goblins while the other guys shoot them down?
Yes, this one time on the farm there were foxes, and I had to deal with the foxes. I bet it's like that.
Yeah, just a little worse than foxes, but it's mostly the same, yeah.
That's right, Ty. Go up there and beat those dogs to death.
Oh, you sound just like my mum, Mr. Ignis, sir.
Can everyone roll me initiative, please? Okay, so it's Frankie.
I'm going to push the brother off of me and look around a bit going, fuck! And then raise my...
Roll to push the brother off you.
Okay.
He's got a very wild look in his eyes. 2.
No.
You try and push him. The brother gets quite annoyed and decides he's going to throw you down the hill towards it to deal with it. Yep, he just flings you down the hill. You start rolling down the hill towards the goblins. You're kind of cartwheeling down the hill at this point.
Is he betrayed us, Frankie? Was this a trap?
I'm just going to flail the arms around and just continue to roll.
Just imagine you're going down a very steep hill, but you're bouncing about a good meter, 2 meters in the air every time you hit the ground.
Fuck!
Ooh, that'll smart.
It's almost a cheese rolling hill, but not that bad.
Oh, that's painful as fuck.
Do a flip.
I'll just fly through the air and then land gracefully.
So it's now Igneous as Frankie is flowing down the hill.
I'm going to pull out my crossbow and take aim at one of the flying things.
Okay, roll first shot. Yep, you hit it. Roll damage. So you shoot it through the shoulder, it spins round and turns to you and makes a sort of sound. Points to you, and it seems that you've got the attention of all 3 of them now.
Well, bugger.
You've got another shot, so take your second shot.
Yeah.
No, you don't manage it.
No.
The shot goes wide, or it seems to manage to dodge your shot. As it's got your attention, it seems to be much more aware of you and can dodge you easier. So
see here, Tyke. Now, what you want to do is not what I've just done. What you want to do is, if you're gonna shoot something, make sure you kill it on the first blow.
Oh, Mr. Ignis, I've never so much as picked up a bow. I was never very good at that.
Fair enough, but now you know.
I can never even skip stones.
Well, that's... I mean, fair. Well, I'll take you down the duck pond after we're done. We'll have a nice time.
Oh, okay, Mr. Ignis, sir. My uncle told me that once, though.
Well, this took a turn for the dark.
we can move on before that gets worse.
You got really mad when I couldn't skip any stones, Mr. Ignis.
Next is Q Kintara.
I'm just gonna... Can I try to catch Frankie flying downhill?
Basically, you're standing at the top of a hill, and Frankie is basically cartwheeling and bouncing down this hill because the brother threw him down.
Yeah. Okay, so Tyke, if you perhaps go down with Frankie, and I'll stand here and try to defend Mr. Igneous while he probably will keep shooting, and I will just take out my sword and my hammer and just wait for the bastard to come flying here. And just sort of defensive stance-ish.
Depends how long Frankie survives, but okay.
Very true.
So it's now Tyke.
Well, Mr. Q seems pretty smart, so I'll go and help Frankie up.
Okay, roll to try and get down the hill safely.
Oh no.
You take one step and you fall and you echo Frankie's like rolling down the hill, bouncing and like flying and cartwheeling all the way down.
Mr. Frankie.
Please God, don't let him fall on me. Can I roll to try and avoid him?
You can roll when it gets back to you.
Okay.
Oh, Frankie, look
keep
out.
rolling until it gets there.
I've
Okay,
got both my swords out, Frankie.
next we have the flying creatures. There's 3 of them, so the first one ignores you all and just sort of stands there going...
Oh, that's quite rude, really.
Second one also, again, just seems to be not bothering. And third one, we have a natural 20. The first one of the campaign. Who was the target? Let us see. The target was... It was Kintara. Let's see what it does. Smashes you in the head. And... Yes, you basically get your ear sliced in half. As you know, Dragonkin, you don't have ears, do you?
No.
Okay, you basically get like this very sharp claw slash across your face, and you feel 2 or 3 of your teeth falling out. Considering how bad that could have gone.
Yeah.
Especially when we rolled for headwind, that it could have gone a lot worse.
At least you didn't get groin loss.
So, Kintara has a huge gash across his face, and now he's, as you sort of look down, he does seem to be missing several teeth.
Yeah.
So, it's now... Dogs aren't activated because they haven't noticed you yet. So it's now Whispers.
I will find some cover to duck under and then shoot at the one that attacked Kintara.
Okay. You basically managed to shunk it again in the shoulder. It burrows round and emits a at you as well. Roll your second attack. Yep, you shoot it through the head. It completely silences it mid-scream and it falls to the ground dead.
Silly birdie.
Oh, good job, Whispers. Now there's only like 2 more left.
Yep.
Oh, does anyone have a Scooby snack?
The goblins continue to drag people away at this point. They don't seem to notice you.
I am not a dog, Tyke.
No, I was just aware that I was becoming very shaggy.
At this point, I would normally attempt to do a Shaggy impression, but my throat is not cooperating tonight.
Zoinks!
Boinks, guys!
Right.
Oh, Scoobs!
It's now Frankie. Roll to not have a Tyke land on you.
Yes. Please, hopefully. Wait!
Natural 20.
Wait!
You managed to dodge Tyke as Tyke lands sword first onto the ground where you were sitting.
Oh.
So,
That was so
you
close.
sort of look down as Tyke is sort of shaking a bit on the sword he's got drawn.
I'm here to help Frankie.
Just please try not to stick me, my friend.
Okay, so since you were
Let's
natural
get
20, I'll give you another action. What do you want to do?
I am going to aim for one of the flying.
Okay.
Well, actually, what's closer?
There are 6
can Frankie
dogs
see?
sort of around the area that seem to also be dragging people away, but they seem to be more like herding them towards the goblins.
Okay, no, I'm not going to engage them because that might just be a bit too much at the same time. Let's hit for one of the flying NPCs.
No, you
My staff's not working.
shoot towards it, but nothing seems to happen. The fireball seems to go straight past it and starts setting fire to a nearby barn.
God damn it!
We're having a barbecue tonight.
You hear the sound of shrieking as people who were hiding in the barn start running out of it.
That's some solid work there, Frankie.
I'm gonna definitely slightly slide his staff towards Tyke to try and influence him.
It wasn't me, it was him.
Just gonna slowly slide behind him.
Okay, it's Igneous.
I guess I'm going to continue taking aim at the flying things, I think, because they seem to be quite an imminent danger.
Okay, roll. Yep, I take it you're going for the same one you shot before, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, you shoot it in the other shoulder. It again seems to shriek, but it's significantly weakened. It begins to sort of very quickly lower its out of the sky. It's not dead, but it's very badly wounded.
When it gets low, Tyke, hit it with your sword.
Okay, Mr. Igneous. I'll try.
Got another shot.
I want to fire at the other one with my other shot, if that's alright.
Yep, you kill it straight off. You shoot it straight through the eye, it shrieks and sort of spins round and plummets to the ground, twitches a little and stops moving.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a good job.
Okay, so it's now Kintara.
Yeah, I'm gonna go bash the third one.
The third one is sort of floating around near where Tyke is, so you'd have to run down the hill towards it if you want to get it.
Yeah, and then I'll just have to run down the hill then.
Okay, roll to see if you survive running down the hill without plummeting. Yes, you actually managed to run down the hill without falling over.
Nice.
Then Plummet. That's the name of the series.
Yeah. I can't keep up with the name of the series now, that's true. I'm sorry for breaking the spirit, guys. I'm
That's
actually
okay.
standing on my two legs.
It's now Tyke.
Can I stand up, please?
Yes.
Can I just try and jump up and swat at the one that AJ told us to go for?
Are you swinging with your sword? Are you throwing your sword? What are you doing?
No, I'm just gonna try and jump up and swing at it.
Okay, roll.
Oh,
You jump up and swing, you miss it. You're very, very far away from hitting it.
I'm not very tall, Mr. Igneous.
That's fine. Some of the best of us aren't very tall.
You want to try again, Tyke?
Yeah, I'll throw the other one at it.
Okay. Natural one!
No!
Oh no, Mr. Igneous.
Who do you hit?
Oh no.
Oh god, no.
You hit Frankie.
Heck!
Oh, watch out there, Frankie.
On a, let's be fair on this, on a even, it's a crit, as an enemy crit. On an odd, it is just a bad damage blow. It's just a bad damage blow.
Does it get the +2 damage I have?
Yes. Roll damage, Tyke.
Oh, wow.
Your sword slices straight into the sort of chest of Frankie.
Oh, Frankie.
Frankie's buckled over with a sword through him.
I told you to look out, Frankie.
Ah! You're
Rule
supposed
number-
to aim the other way!
Rule number 2 of fighting goblins, Tyke, don't stab your allies.
Can I have that back, Frankie, please?
Fuck you!
Yeah.
Frankie, please, my mum gave me that and she'll get very mad if I lose it.
Your mama will be even madder when I get to talk to her, my boy.
No, she won't let me out again, Mr. Frankie, please.
Maybe that's a good thing.
That's what we call instant karma. When trying to blame him for the fire attack, you know.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
My religion, it makes me exempt.
Frankie's more
This is
hoping
Karen
he's not
with
going
a-
through the liver so he can keep drinking.
Brother Tubbs would have burned you alive already.
Oh, it looks
Probably,
like
yes.
But on accident as well.
it looks like I really pumped it up, guys.
That's why you're not
You
longer with
fucking
it. That's why you're not with the DFS anymore, Frankie, because you're bad at burning stuff.
You have no idea the amount of commitment it takes to follow the DFS.
Sales all round.
Exactly.
The remaining creature does not manage to hit any of you. The dogs, however, do the dogs notice you? No, they don't. So it's Whispers.
Take careful aim at the remaining flying birdie monkey thing, goblin, whatever, and attempt to shoot it.
Okay. Yep. So you shoot it through the head. It shrieks and again just sort of falls to the ground, twitches a bit and dies.
Yes, one more dead birdie thing. Silly little birdie things.
Alright, good shot.
So are you all, the rest of you, making your way down the bottom of the hill, or are you staying up there to shoot from dogs, or what are you doing?
Suppose make our way down the hill carefully.
Are you wanting to heal Frankie before you
Yeah,
do
we would
these
like to heal Frankie up, and before we do anything else, I think. Yeah.
Assistance would be much appreciated.
Can you? If everything's still in range from up here, I think I'm going to stay and cover up here and just snipe from a distance.
Okay.
Can you guys help me get my sword back, please?
So
I'm not sure that it's wise yet, Tyke.
right, roll to see with how much grace Tyke tries to remove his sword. He just walks over, puts his foot on Frankie's shoulder, and starts trying to yank at his sword to try and get it free.
Oh, just stay still, Frankie.
Don't you fucking
Yeah.
little shit!
I'll go over and help him draw out the sword.
Okay, so roll to see how if you get on any better from trying to remove the sword. No, it's definitely stuck in Frankie somewhere.
Mr. Igneous, please, can you help? Is in there good?
Alright, stand back. Alright, Frankie, you lie down on the ground.
Fine.
I'm gonna put one boot on Frankie's chest, grab and try and pull it out, sword in the stone style.
Right, roll. Yep, you managed to pull the sword free. Frankie falls to the ground, blood pissing everywhere.
You're just like that king. You're just like that king, Mr. Igneous, sir.
Let's heat him up.
Yeah, I hand the sword to Tyke, and I'll pull out my cider flask and go, here, get some of that down you. No, I'll cast heal.
Give me that.
Okay, so Frankie, roll to see how well healed you are. So you heal back up a bit, you're still feeling it and you're still wincing every time you have to bend or move, but it is healing.
There will be a moment when you feel a very hard pain in the back of your neck, boy.
The dogs notice you and smell the stench of blood coming from you.
Oh, why'd you have to go and wake up the dogs, Mr. Frankie?
I'm just gonna glare at him.
Oh, Tyke, get ready. Pull out your weapons.
So you have about 6 dogs running towards you. They all look quite sort of big and shaggy and quite wolf-like.
Oh, these just big foxes, right?
Is there anyone that looks more like a leader than the other?
Not in this group, no. They do seem to all have some sort of like chains coming from them, so they must be kept as pets by the goblins.
Okay.
They seem to be surrounding you and trying to sort of herd you towards where the goblins are, so they are quite spread out. What do you do?
Yeah, well, I think we should attack them, guys. What do you think? Should we throw Tyke to them?
Oh, with pleasure, my friend.
Well, they don't look friendly. Let's leave it at that.
Yep.
Frankie's gonna take aim at the closest one with his fire staff, because he's just gonna incinerate something.
Right, well, let's go back in initiative order, so it's Frankie again, so roll to shoot. Yep, you managed to land a fireball straight on top of it. It catches fire and starts shrieking and starts yelping and runs straight towards you.
Not towards us, no. Shit.
So you have a blazing wolf running towards you. What do you do?
Somehow this worked out much more easier than I anticipated. Shit!
It's now Igneous.
I want to pull out my mace, and I want to summon my floating geode.
Yep.
So I kind of move my hands around, and popping into existence is my geode called Chris, who starts orbiting around me. Yeah.
Oh, wow, how'd you do that, Mr. Igneous, sir? That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is pretty impressive.
Good, very
Let's see what it does before we say it's impressive, guys.
Well, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, Mr. Igneous, sir. I've never seen a rock float before.
Right, so what do you want to do with the rock?
It does damage, doesn't it? It does lightning damage. Yes, I'm going to sort of send it floating out towards the oncoming wolf and have it shock it.
Okay, roll to see how it gets on. Yep, it shocks the wolf. The wolf sort of shudders and collapses. Let's continue burning. The rest of the wolves seem to sort of like move down, as in they're not going prone, but are very much trying to wait to see for one of them to try and move to herd you.
See, a garden variety wolf is scared of floating geology.
That's a big word, Mr. Igneous. What's that mean?
It means rock stuff.
Okay. You're so smart, Mr. Igneous, sir.
It means he's making stuff up.
Okay, so it's now Kintara.
Yeah, I will just bash the next wolf in line, sort of.
Okay, so roll to charge and bash the next wolf.
Yeah.
Natural 20. You charge up to it, swing your hammer, and you just hear the sickening snap as your hammer connects with its head. and its neck just snaps completely, almost 90 degrees, and it just crumples to the ground.
Well, that works too, I guess.
Yeah, the garden variety wolf, it's kind of scared of big hammers in the neck.
Oh, you
So
guys
I've
are
told-
also,
yeah.
You guys know so much.
You're learning quite a lot today, aren't you, Tyke, about the various things
Oh
that
god, oh
can
god.
deal
It's-
with a garden variety wolf.
I've just realised who Tyke is. Tyke is Tom Holland as little Spider-Man when he meets, all the Avengers.
Maybe a little bit.
Just like when he meets Doctor Strange. He's like, hi, I'm Peter. Hi, I'm Doctor Strange. Oh, you're using made up names. Okay, I'm Spider-Man.
Do you remember that play? The really old one?
I understood
There
that.
are many plays, my friend. What kind of play are you talking about?
What's the one with Liam Neeson where he kills the wolf?
Oh, the grey.
The Grey.
Yeah.
I saw that in the cinema.
My mum took me to see the grey once.
Did it make you a man?
No, I was still pretty young, Mr. Frankie. But I learned a lot about the garden variety wolf.
What else did you learn, boy?
I'll show you.
Okay, it's your turn anyway.
I'm gonna to one of the outermost doors. Can I try and tackle it and shank it in the ribs?
Sure. Roll. You run up, basically just tackle this wolf, knock it down, and start stabbing away at it.
The boy has a lot of anger issues.
Yeah, or he's just hungry. Who knows?
You stab it and do quite a lot of damage. It's not dead, but it's definitely wounded.
That's how they did in the play, guys.
Yeah.
Good to know. I never seen that play.
No, me neither.
Highly educational.
To be honest, I'm not convinced it was a play. A lot of people died.
Just happened to be some kind of wolf attack on your village, and you thought it was some kind of theatrical production.
My mom took me to
Accents
this
all over the place.
They took me to a theater, and there was all these people in arm room with swords, and they all just sort of thought I thought it was a play.
Some kind of eyes wide shut fuck party.
I was thinking more like a Colosseum.
Right. I don't know why my mind went there.
No, me neither.
So, it's now the wolves. There are 3 of them that can still move, so let's see what they do. First one tries to savage Tyke. It charges at him and it tries to bite him for trying to stab the other one.
Hit him with some glasses from the minibar.
So it does 2 damage to Tyke.
Oh, ow.
The second one also tries to attack Tyke, misses, and the third one misses. So they're all running towards Tyke at the moment, but only one of them managed to do any damage to him.
Oh, is that all you got?
Well, the injured one, I don't think the injured one has probably got enough strength to attack. We try, I suppose. Let's see. Injured one. Oh.
Oh, you just had to ask. You just had to ask.
You know what
That's,
they say, never corner a wolf.
Nope.
The injured wolf has an attack. Let's just see what happens with this. The injured wolf. 18. Right leg. Injury. 10. Minor loss. The wolf bites 3 of Tyke's toes off. Tyke has balance problems from now on.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be happy about that.
Don't nobody tell my mum.
Well, your dancing career is now over.
Yeah,
That's okay, I ain't never danced before.
we're gonna have to send you to the circus.
So,
You give those back.
image
you
of you
swallow?
fighting with this wolf and then trying to attach them.
Don't you swallow.
If you get them back, we might be able to reattach them. We should delve into his mouth.
And your garden variety wolf doesn't swallow, so it's okay.
Oh, Mr. Q, I'd like to know what you've been doing with wolves. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that in character.
It's now Whisper.
How close are the wolves to speak at the moment?
They're all within biting distance of Tyke.
Yeah, they're all around Tyke.
Oh well, let's hope I don't miss. Take aim at the one that's furthest away from him. I know they're all pretty close. And attempt to shoot it. In the part of it that's furthest away from the Tyke.
Okay, roll. Ooh, nope, you miss. It just hits the ground just next to where Tyke's standing. You have a second shot though?
Oh, don't worry, Whispers, I have nothing but faith in you.
Yep. You shoot it through the skull, it immediately just sort of goes and falls to its side dead.
Bad doggy, lie down.
the goblins, let's see if the goblins notice you. The goblins are all very aware of you and start trying to drag their victims faster. It's now back to Frankie.
And Frankie's gonna try and aim like just above and over the goblins to like stop them from retreating. He's gonna try and do that with his fire staff.
So you're aiming for the mine shaft then?
Like just at the entrance then.
Okay.
Mine shaft. No.
No. Frankie tries to cast. He seems to cast slightly late, and the fireball smashes into the ground at his feet.
Why is this staff not working?
Can everyone apart from Tyke and Kintara and Whispers, actually which is just really Igneous and Frankie, roll a d20 to see if you're set on fire, please. You're fine, just.
I think we're gonna have to go with some practice on that staff, Frankie.
I think my staff is broken.
Yeah.
Maybe the tumble knocked it about. I blame the fall.
Yeah, only bad managers blame the staff.
It's not Igneous.
I'll have you know that my staff is very well managed.
Okay. Yeah.
Buffs it off.
I believe when I see it.
I didn't know you had a business, Frankie.
I'm sure you
Is that a
can find
promise?
someone in the tavern
Yeah.
tonight.
I'm sure I'll find better ladies, but we shall see.
Okay, it's now Igneous.
So we got 2 wolves left, am I right? Or is it 3?
It's 2 wolves left.
2 wolves. Okay, I'm going to run up and hit one with my mace.
Okay.
Because that's my deal. No, I'm
You
not.
swing and miss. Second attack. Yep. You crack it on the side of the head. It emits a sort of howl and backs off. It seems to be bleeding quite badly from the ear, but it's still alive. Next we have Kintara.
Yeah, I'll just try to smack the same wolf.
Okay, roll. Yep. So you crack it in the head with a hammer. It slumps to the ground in a very it makes a sickening crunch as your hammer connects to its head, and then it collapses to the ground.
I loosened it up for you.
Yeah, that was a good work from you, Igneous. I still have another swing, I guess.
You have another swing. You want to go for the one that's nearly dead that just almost killed Tyke, or one of the 2 at full health?
No, I'm just gonna go with one of the full health.
Alright, go. You swing and you don't hit. Next is Tyke.
Oh, you give me those back there.
Are you going to fight the one that's nearly dead to get your toes back?
I'm going to stab at it, yes, and also try and wriggle out from underneath it.
Okay, roll.
Well, if you can't get your toes back tight, we'll find some chipolatas and so on.
You try and stab the wolf, you don't manage to stab the wolf, but you do manage to wriggle out from under him. Though this wolf is desperately trying to bite you, because it's like going almost rabid at being near death.
You give me those back. I need those.
Your second attack, Tyke?
I feel like I'm just going to go for it again.
Okay.
My mum won't let me go out if she finds out I lost 3 toes.
You swing, nothing else seems to happen. The wolf easily dodges you even though it's like almost dead, and in return it tries to bite you. It manages to bite you.
Oh.
Oh god, it does 7 damage.
Oh guys, I have 3 health left.
And there's another
Wait,
wolf.
sorry. 5.
Oh no!
The other wolf doesn't hit you, and the final wolf, again just doesn't hit you. It's now Whispers.
I'm feeling a little woozy here, guys. Who knew you could lose so much blood from your toes?
Are there any left?
There are 2 at full health and 1 at 1 HP.
Can I flame all the ones that's not injured yet? And try and shoot it.
Okay. You shunk your arrow straight into its side. It doesn't die, but it's definitely wounded. You have another attack if you want it. With that other arrow sunk into its head, it just falls over and just starts bleeding into the earth.
Good shot, Whispers. I shout.
So there is 1 at 1 health. There's 1 at full health. What is Frankie going to do?
Frankie is gonna make a decision and whack the wolf that's only got 1 HP and pretend to save. Try and just, like, be nice.
Oh.
Fine.
You're gonna barbecue his toes?
So what
No,
you
I'm just gonna like hit it with my staff, just like
Okay, roll.
because my staff's not working. Frankie's not amused. This fucking thing does not work.
You crack the wolf over the head. The wolf just dies.
Thanks, Frankie. He was giving me a bit of trouble there.
I could see that.
So there is
These are a
One
bit
wolf.
bigger than the foxes.
there is 1 wolf left. It's now Igneous.
Yeah, I'm just going to go for it again with my mace, I think.
Okay. Nope.
And again.
Nope. Swing, the wolf dodges and seems to be backing away. But it's backing away going...
He's scared of you, Mr. Igneous, sir, and so he should be.
Yeah, well, he ain't he's not going to be taken not on my watch.
Let's
I
continue.
realise that's rather insensitive of me to say, given your current predicament, but
It's okay, I'm not really following everything anymore. I'm feeling a little woozy, guys.
Let's just see who's most scared then. Me or the wolf.
Yep, you swing, you crack it in the side of the head with your hammer. You don't kill it, but you wound it enough that it's definitely backing away now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have another swing at it.
Yep. Nope.
Nope.
You swing, it begins to like turn and start running. It's now Tyke.
Oh, I think I'm just gonna go sit down on this log here, guys.
Okay, roll. Roll to sit down. Tyke basically slumps onto the log, looks down, and tries to wiggle his toes. He notices he's only got his big toe and second toe left.
Here, my friend, let us bandage that foot of yours.
Oh, now the piggies, they gonna go to the market.
Yes, the pigs definitely went to the market and they definitely got eaten.
When they coming back, Mr. Frankie?
I severely misunderstood that nursery rhyme there, Tyke.
Yeah. I'll put it down to blood.
Thought you were gonna say, you know how in that little piggy song, 3 of them go away? Well,
3 of them built a house of different materials. And unfortunately, a wolf came along and snatched each
ate
one.
3 of them.
Ate all of them.
I can sympathize with that, Mr. Frankie.
That is the meaning of the story.
Your garden variety wolf likes to eat piggies. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm learning so much from you guys.
So, it's now the wolf who is running towards where the goblins are. The goblins are very much sort of closing ranks and dragging the last few people down into the mineshaft.
Are we heroes, guys? Did we save the day?
No, we pretty much just beat up some dogs and some flying stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting away with the people.
We're gonna have to go after them and down in the mine shaft, I think. But I think we should heal Tyke up before we go.
At the very least, we'll slap a bit of cloth on his foot.
Yeah.
I'm already ahead of you, my friend.
Have you got any more of that heal juice, Mr. Igneous, sir?
Yeah, I think I got a little bit left. Sure. I kind of shake my cider canteen because I don't want to run out. Just, just in case.
So, I imagine just pouring Scrumpy down his neck while he bandages his foot.
Pretty much. There you go, that'll take the edge off for you.
I feel better already, Mr. Igneous.
The healing power of apples.
So, as the goblins have sort of retreated, we will assume that they've all retreated for now. Assume Whispers will come down and join you now that everything's sort of moved away. How are you going to deal with Tyke? The fact that Tyke won't be able to walk on that foot. Or he can walk, but his balance will be completely off. Is he just going to take things very slowly, or...?
Maybe if I had like one...
Nothing for him?
Maybe if I had like one really big shoe.
Could we make some support of some kind for his foot, so he would have normal balance? Some tinkering or stuff like that?
Maybe. Roll tinkering.
Like make a splint or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep, you managed to make a sort of very makeshift splint using rocks and bandages that you managed to put his boots back on. And even though they had a huge hole in the front of them, you managed to sort of repair that as well. So Tyke can do it, but he's prone to falling over.
Oh, I'm not sure this guys.
I feel like you were a bit prone to falling over beforehand, though, weren't you, Tyke?
That's what my mum always said, sir.
Your mum's very down on your abilities.
So as the goblins sort of get away and you start bandaging Tyke, one of the villagers runs out and says, "What are you doing letting them get away like that?"
Mister, I'm on 5 HP and one of them took 3 of my toes.
But you're meant to be the guards, you're meant to protect us common folk.
Yeah, well, we're going to go after them, so don't worry. We'll save your friends and siblings and whatnots.
It's not our friends that's the problem, it's his bloody brother. And the guy who shoved Frankie down the hill went, "You leave him alone, he was not a demon, he's a proper person like you and I." And the argument continues to go back and forth between, "He was a demon, he was back in the old days, one of the old wizards." "No, he wasn't, he was just a normal person, he was just there." "No, he was a demon, a demon."
Whoa, a demon?
So the villagers are now blaming the brother that he was the reason the goblins have came back.
What you guys mean? You guys mean a demon?
He was one of them summoner types.
Okay.
A necromancer.
No, the worst ones. The ones that imprisoned the big thing beneath the cathedral.
Ah.
Well, beneath the building anyway. We're told it's a cathedral. I don't think so. My sister's boyfriend went down there to do, things, and it wasn't there. After listening to the squabbling back and forth for a couple of minutes and discussing it with the villagers, you basically come to the conclusion that someone in this region, you don't know who, but someone in this region is apparently a mage of kind. And he did something before to seal some sort of dark lord beneath the ground. But no one knows where it is. And there's a rumour that it's beneath several buildings in the city, effectively. And you don't know which one it is, but it's basically one of those things that when trouble starts to come back, they all keep blaming this wizard.
Okay.
Maybe we should tell that Gordon or Gregory or Gordon or whatever it was called.
Gregory.
He can help us, send some people to help us look.
Baron
We
Gregory's
are
already
the people.
stretched quite full. And you're
Yeah.
a young, strapping young man who can deal with all these injuries, can't you?
I mean, I'm feeling a bit woozy, sir. Do you have some of that apple juice that Igneous has?
I just gave you some. Now,
No, but
I
does he
realise
have
we probably
any
should have
more?
rolled healing on that. That's something I'm about to... There you go.
So I'm assuming you're going to heal Tyke up as full as you can get, really.
Well, yeah, I gave him
Yeah,
a swig and cast heal through it. That was
So
why I was
you
rolling
heal
the
Tyke
D8.
up, but Tyke's still feeling the effects of basically losing some toes. Frankie's still feeling the effects of being stabbed through the stomach, and Kintara's still feeling the effects of having his face sliced open.
Yeah, well,
Just think, when we return to the tavern, we can spin tales of our escapades, and we'll have ladies on our arms all night.
yeah, I will have a great scar. The ladies will love that.
Yeah, ladies
Indeed.
love blokes who've been stabbed through the stomach.
Well, they can tend to our wounds and make us feel a little bit better about ourselves.
I feel like we should be going after those villagers who were literally 30 seconds ago dragged away from us into a mine shaft.
Yeah, I
Indeed,
think-
we should help the helpless damsels.
Yes.
I mean, that's what a hero would do, I guess.
That is what here. Right, you are.
Maybe we could.
Gave up on that one.
Maybe we could make a wheelbarrow of some sort to drive Tyke in. We could use him as a live bait, and then
You
we
guys as farmers, right? Do you
There's
have
a wheelbarrow if you want it.
Do you have a wheelbarrow we could borrow?
yeah.
You got a pig we could borrow.
They look at you weirdly and say, "What do you want a pig for?"
My own purposes.
They do have a pig they can offer you.
As long as we're talking about bait.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could just make Tyke ride the pig.
Yeah, that worked as well.
Oh, I
It is a
never
very,
read nothing.
very large, bad-tempered pig.
I never read nothing, guys.
No, we know you can't read, but maybe you
Even-
can ride.
Even our donkey. He always
Just
kicks me
like-
off.
Just think of it as practice, my friend, from when the real riding begins.
Yes.
Yeah, one day we might get you a tiny horse.
I think
I mean-
Frankie was talking about some other riding. I'm
He-
not sure
Okay.
about
How tiny was talking?
Oh, like,
mean- I don't want it too small or I might crush it.
that's a good point there. You are, you're a growing lad.
Yeah, let's just go with a wheelbarrow for now. I think putting him on a pig might just... No.
Stick him in the wheelbarrow and give him
Yeah.
a crossbow, and he can shoot while someone pushes him.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't
So-
never shot nothing before either.
Oh, for the
So,
love.
you bundle Tyke into the wheelbarrow. His legs are hanging off the front of it.
Oh, this isn't very comfortable, guys.
It's not meant to be comfortable. It's a wheelbarrow.
Yeah. Better than you trying to walk. So let's head over.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I don't really have much choice if you guys is pushing me around.
Nope, you don't.
So, you descend down into the mine shaft, which immediately is quite dark and brooding, and you wonder where the goblins must have gone.
Do we have any kind of light with us?
Frankie will fire one up on
There
us.
are lanterns dotted along the walls that you could probably take if you wanted.
We can string a couple of them onto the wheelbarrow as well.
Yes, good idea.
So you attach several lanterns to the wheelbarrow, so Tyke is now very well lit up.
Like a Christmas
You
tree.
can see him
Yeah.
from miles.
Perfect bait.
Yep.
Guys, I don't know what you mean by this bait.
No, it's a play.
Okay.
Yes.
You see, so we're a theatre troupe now, guys.
Yeah, we're a theatre troupe now, yes, we are. So don't worry. We'll take good care of you.
Very underground theatre.
Yes.
Oh, I see what you did there, Mr. Igneous. You're very, very clever.
They can't all be winners.
So, you head down, and after descending for maybe about 5 minutes, you notice that all around you seems to be covered in this sort of very sticky, white, web-like material.
Well, this is all rather disconcerting.
Yeah.
Are they webs? It sounds like webs.
Yeah,
I do
sounds like
not
webs.
like spiders.
We should be seeing some nice limestone in here, all along the... But,
All
I'm
along the
assuming-
watchtower.
I'm assuming, Igneous, that you have amazing stone sense.
you better believe it.
Could we try to light the webs on fire?
You can if you want, yes, roll.
Is that
burn?
right?
Are you burning the ones on the walls? Are you burning the ones on the ceiling? What are you burning?
On the walls.
Okay. You set fire to the stuff on the side. It does burn very well. It leaves a sort of very strong, acrid scent in your nose. And I sort of set fire to it, it starts, the whole thing begins to catch fire. It's very easily caught fire, and it basically begins to this inferno starts sweeping up and across the top of the cave and back down. The heat is almost unbearable.
I feel like you haven't watched Backdraft, Kintara.
Yeah, maybe we should back out now.
Yeah, we should back out now.
I don't like this very much.
I actually seen Backdraft, but there's no doors here, so...
Yeah, I was trying to think of a fire movie. That was...
The Wicker Man, that has fire in it.
It does.
Doesn't Nicolas
There-
Cage get set on fire?
Yeah, he does, but he
Yeah,
punches
he
a bear
does.
beforehand.
God, that movie was
That
awful.
movie was awesome.
The original was good, though.
Yes, the original's amazing.
I love Nicolas Cage version, it's just fantastic.
I love him in Face Off.
He's
though.
dressed in a bear and just punches that.
Killing me won't bring back your goddamn honey.
Just fucking love it. Anyway, so we don't get sidetracked from Nicolas Cage. So the entire cave is now on fire, and you hear a very loud commotion coming towards you from the other side of the cave.
Oh, guys, drive me out, please, guys. I don't like that sound.
Since this whole place is on fire now, nobody will object if I shoot a fireball down the tunnel. Yes,
Well-
I'm asking the group.
Well, maybe you should not try to aim it at us, though.
No, I'll shoot it away from us. Of course.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just
Make
gonna
sure
raise...
you're facing 180 degrees away from us, please.
All right, everybody. When I say now, run.
I'm not convinced I can do much running right now, Frank.
Yeah. Igneous, could you drive the wheelbarrow out, and I'll just run with the shield in front of us,
And I'll
backing
run.
away when Frankie goes to Hollywood.
All right, spontaneous like a bus. One of the two.
Yeah.
Okay. You shoot a fireball down the thing, it just explodes harmlessly, and you hear a sort of... And there
Yeah.
are very strange shadows begin dancing on the wall.
That doesn't sound like your garden variety wolf, anyway.
It's goblins. There's
Oh,
many
spiders. Spiders.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
seen spiders before. They're usually pretty small.
I bet these ones are not.
Yeah.
Judging by these webs.
Clearly, you've never seen Eight-Legged Freak starring David Arquette type.
Yeah. That's actually a good movie.
That's a play that brought to his hometown.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't allowed to see that one. Mum said they swore too much.
That's true. A little bit blue, if I recall.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so what are you going to do? Are you just going to run back out of the mine shaft?
No, I think.
Well, are we not in a room that is 100% on fire?
You're in basically a sort of cavern. There's a
Yeah.
sort of chiseled out mine shaft. Just heading
Yeah,
downwards.
but the whole thing is on fire, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Well, it was for a couple of seconds. It's kind of
Fizzles out.
beginning to burn out now.
Okay,
Very strong, acrid
that's all right.
smell.
Then we
Yeah.
don't have to run out. Then we can just deal with what's whatever coming. So,
What, like create a choke point?
yeah, I think we should. Maybe if I'll just be in front of you guys with my shield, and I'll just try to hold them off while you, probably kill my ass from behind, but let's hope not. Sort of.
We could
Come
try.
on now. Where's the face?
Yeah, seeing how you aim is like, I'm not feeling so sure, but I'll sacrifice myself for the group.
Well, I'm not going to be the one to tubs it up.
I shall try. He is one of my saints, after all.
Yeah, so we'll try to create a choking point with me in the front with the shield and my trusty hammer.
Okay. As the fireball doesn't seem to fade, the shadows get less and less, and then the sort of dark reappears.
Do you want me to shoot another one?
Please do. I'm saying this with utmost reluctance.
You shoot a fireball, it smacks off the roof about 2 meters away from where you are.
Ah, shit!
But it doesn't do much else. It sort of cascades the tunnel in a couple of seconds of fire and then goes dark again.
Mr. Igneous, sir, you know your rock?
I do know my rock. It's called Chris.
Could we, put a candle on it?
Ooh,
I mean,
that's a good
I
idea.
suppose we could do.
Otherwise, I mean, it shoots lightning, so...
Yeah, with a waste of a lightning shooting flying crystal rod, we'd just make it like a little floating lamp, but...
Yeah.
But you're having a bad day there, Tyke, so let's do it, just as it. But don't say I don't do nothing for you.
Okay, well, Mr. Igneous, sir.
How are you going to attach the candle to them?
Well, we're going to melt one end of it with another candle and just stick it on the top.
Okay. Roll. See what effect it has on him.
Roll to melt. Oh, this is... yeah, okay.
Let's roll to melt and attach, really. You melt it, you attach it to him, and you haven't seemed to have blocked his vision, so he seems to be fine to sort of bob around. What are you having him do?
Alright, Chris, I need you to just kind of bob on down that corridor there, and just give us a bit of the old seeing light.
Thank you, Chris. You're
Chris
the
have a
best
face.
rock I've ever known.
I wasn't picturing Chris with a face, I was picturing
It's like a sort of giant floating diamond that pulses to communicate.
I'm very, very confused by this whole relationship you seem to have with this inanimate object.
I mean,
Rather disturbing.
by the technical term of the word animate, it's moving around. It's pretty eminent.
It doesn't talk to you. It has no expression. What conversation are you going to have with a rock?
Oh, he's a good listener.
The rock starts pulsing profusely.
He is rather gorgeous, but it's still odd.
And a sort of very sort of strange pink light from the middle of him pulses, and that's what causes you to be able to understand what he's saying.
So do we see anything with this light?
You put the light on top of him, and he sort of bobs his way down. Are you following him at a distance, or...?
Yeah, I think
we might as well, yeah.
Follow him at a distance.
Okay. You get to basically about where you were when you set it all on fire, and something feels really rather strange here. It's like there should be something else here, but there isn't at this moment in time. And you sort of get to a crossroads. One side smells very much like sort of goblin, and then the other side smells surprisingly fresh. What do you do?
Well, we came down here for the goblins, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I think we should go to the goblin smell.
Yes, let us descend into the stink.
As much as I'm a fan of fresh air,
Yeah.
we got jobs to do.
I'd quite like to kill some more goblins, actually.
Yeah, you probably
You can-
will.
You can avenge your toes.
I mean, it was fun the first time, so why not?
Yeah.
Well, now, I think these are different goblins. You can't lump them all together.
No, they were all a part of the same group, so why not?
Yeah.
We all
Hopefully
try
there
to
aren't
take
any
it.
Ettins here, so...
I never knew that killing was so much fun, guys.
I hope this doesn't unlock anything dark inside your psyche.
So,
Yes.
so Whispers, who's been keeping relatively quiet to this point, seems to join you again as you descend down this mine shaft to this crossroads. And you're heading to the goblin side, yes?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Awfully behind us. That was fun.
Oh, good.
So you start descending down this goblin tunnel, and again, after a couple of meters, you come across more of this thick web on the left and the right. It doesn't seem to be covering the roof or the floor yet, though.
Okay, should we do the fire thingy again, guys? Or should we not do the fire thingy again?
Well,
It was very
spiders
dramatic.
sense through vibrations in the web, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, so that's why I wanted to burn them in the first place.
Yes. Yeah, I'd agree with you in this, then. Burn
Okay,
it.
let's burn it. Should I roll for that?
Roll to burn them, yes? Yes, you burn them. Again, it's a blazing inferno. There's a very powerful wave of heat as they burn, and as they sort of burning, a couple of charred things hit the ground that seem to have been stuck in the webs.
Ooh.
Well, that's a little
Barbecue
disconcerting.
Does
What
this
about the villagers?
It doesn't seem to be humanoid. It seems to be like a shield, a sword, very like old and blackened, like it's been there a long time.
Does there
that's a
seem
weight off my mind.
Does there seem to be any spare toes? Oh,
No.
by the way, Whispersley put me in a wheelbarrow.
Yes,
Which
they put him
we,
in a wheelbarrow because he couldn't walk after losing his toes.
Is there any use for those shields and swords, or just old crap?
They're very generic, very old. They're probably quite rusted. Wouldn't really offer that much of a use.
Okay. Shall we continue down when the fire's set down, though?
Okay.
Side down?
The fire resolves and you continue along this corridor. You come to what seems to be a very large wooden door. What do you do?
Oh, guys, this sounds a lot like that play you were talking about.
Yeah.
Why? Where they go knock, knock?
No, like you said, it was fine because there was no doors, but now we might get one of them. There are backdrafts.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Like,
Yeah.
zoinks!
Especially down in this mine shaft, they're probably sealed airtight as well. So, I can
So you're
Close
saying,
the door.
so you're saying no fire?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't presume to tell you what to do, Mr. Frankie, sir.
Fine. I'll relinquish me.
Do we know what they're actually mining down here?
But it's abandoned, is it not?
I don't know much about mining, guys. My family has a potato farm. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, they're not mining potatoes, I can tell you that.
No, actually, Mr. Q, you don't have to mine potatoes. You plant them and then more grow. It's pretty easy, really.
Yeah.
But you don't have to dig them up.
You do,
I'll
but
think.
like that's with a spade. No, with like an axe.
You would call that a type of mining.
I guess you are very smart, Mr. Igneous, sir. I'll trust what you have to say.
I'll
Potato miner, born and bred.
I'll tell people that next time they ask.
It's a very impressive title. The ladies will love it.
Q will just go up to the door and listen and see if we can hear anything.
Okay. It sounds like something sort of going.
Oh, that sounds like somebody in trouble. We should probably help them.
Either that or we found the bogs.
Yeah. It's probably not somebody in trouble. I would take a wild guess at, but
Guys,
Maybe
wheel me
someone
in.
dying.
yeah.
Wheel me in so I can help them, guys.
Well, maybe
Dramatic
we can.
entrance using wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Why not?
We'll
just open the door and tip him through.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Roll for dramatic entrance using wheelbarrow. You burst through the door using the wheelbarrow, and ahead of you there's it's like a sort of small set of stairs down, and there's like a single tunnel, and in front of the single tunnel seems to be an enormous creature of sorts.
Don't worry, we're here to save you, mister.
It's almost like a sort of flesh creature. It looks like it's been like not nailed together, but it doesn't look like it's entirely solid, if you know what I mean. It looks like it's got holes through it. It's quite a swollen belly, and it's maybe about 8 foot, 9 foot tall.
Well, that is very ugly.
It doesn't react to you coming in. It seems, if it does react, it seems very slow, but its stomach seems engorged, and its whole body seems like it's just like a wall of meat.
Maybe it has eaten all the villagers. Shall we cut it open and see?
Well, that's one way to find out, yeah.
As you move closer, it very, very slowly raises a hand and a finger and points at you and goes,
Frankie's gonna look behind him, just in case.
I'm Tyke, and I'm here to rescue you, sir.
Yeah, we're sorry we don't speak. Can you use another language, please?
Its eyes look as if it's completely dead inside, and
Do
it
you wish
seems
to
to
end?
sort of emit this guttural howl, and then
Oh,
just
he-
continues to point at you.
He works in retail too, does he?
I was trying to think of a joke.
Is it suffering by any chance?
If he works in retail, then probably.
Maybe we should just, go past it down the stairs.
I mean, I don't know how we're going to get me downstairs in this wheelbarrow, guys.
Well, you can actually walk a little bit, but, stairs and you? Yeah, that might be funny. I can see the comic effect of that.
Yeah, we'll roll you down the stairs.
Is there a banister?
No.
We could, carry you downstairs. You're not that big.
I mean, it's okay. I'll try my best, guys. And I guess I will very cautiously try and go downstairs.
Okay. So you kind of hobble down the stairs. So you're now standing pretty much face to face with this creature. and you can hear a sort of scuttling noise coming from behind it.
I did it, guys. It'll make you proud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good work,
very
Tyke.
proud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, boy.
So, mister, what are you doing down here?
It lowers the one hand it had pointing at you and raises its other finger to point at Tyke. And as it points at Tyke, a very large beetle crawls from basically its armpit up round its arm and along to the end of its finger. And it seems to be looking at Tyke.
You got the bed bugs too, mister.
Can we see anything behind him?
You can just see that the tunnel continues behind him.
Okay.
Does it look like it's threatening Tyke, or is it just...
It just seems to basically be blocking the way.
Yeah.
Is he just a big bag of beetles?
Probably. Sounds like some mummy-ish thingy of some sort.
It kind of reminds me of like Oogie Boogie.
If
Yeah,
you
it does.
really want to leave, do you mind letting us past? We've got some people we should probably rescue back there.
Yeah, seems to have a big indigestion problem.
Should we kill it and then move on?
Yeah,
Put it out of its misery? It cannot
Can't-
exactly enjoy living like this.
no. But I mean, can we just go past him?
You walk to try and move past it. It seems to sort of turn its sort of bulk and its weight. It's like its whole body seems to shift to block you.
Oh god, it's Snorlax.
Oh, I'm not going to lie, guys, that's quite disturbing.
Yeah,
That's in my top list of at least 5 things I wish I'd never seen.
maybe we should not be standing right next to him when we start attacking him. I have a
Yeah.
bad feeling that something will start to crawl out of him, so maybe we should go up the stairs again and just start firing away.
Good plan.
Okay.
Do you want me to use my staff?
Guys, we need to get back up the stairs before you do that.
I think I have to roll for myself to see if I actually want you to do that, but
Yeah, hobble on back up here, Tyke.
yeah.
Yeah, go back.
But I think fire.
that sounds good.
Yeah, I think fire is a good choice,
So
though.
Tyke hobbles
Mm.
back up the stairs.
We did it, guys.
Well
Good
done,
job.
boy.
Good job, Tyke.
So it's the fireball time, is it?
Yes.
Okay, roll.
I pray, Lord Tubbs, guide my hand.
Now,
There we go. Finally.
you hit it in the chest with the fireball. It seems to immediately erupt into fire, and what flimsy skin it had peels away, revealing waves and waves and waves of beetles that are now all on fire. And basically you hear this like as it crumbles. It seems like whatever skin or protection it had seems to crumble and burn away very quickly, just revealing this whole floor of burning beetles in front of you.
Oh, I'm not going to sleep very well tonight, guys.
Frankie's just gonna
I
cross
wouldn't
it.
either if I'd lost toes.
Good shot, Frankie. Finally.
Bless myself. Thank you, Brother Tubbs. I shall drink to the Mother, the Lord, the Lady of Barovia this evening. And I ask that you bless me with bountiful wood.
It was about bloody time.
Indeed.
Okay, so after a couple of seconds, all the bugs seem to have like basically just burned to death, and there's a smell of like burned flesh in the air. And literally in front of you, there's all these like burned out beetles covering like almost like a carpet on the ground now.
Well, maybe we should head down then, guys. Forward to glory.
Frankie's gonna make a point of like squishing on the bugs as he walks through it.
Okay.
Yeah, they make like a satisfying crunch.
You get to the bottom of the stairs, you again walk through the beetles, they make a sort of as you walk through all the beetles. Are you putting Tyke back on the wheelbarrow?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So you sort of wheel him through all these bugs, which makes a lot of crunching noises as they're wheeled through, and you continue to head like further down. After about another 3 or 4 minutes of descent, you come to another wooden door, and you can hear the sound of crying behind it.
Oh, that sounds like somebody that needs rescuing, guys.
Oh, I'm so glad we have you in a wheelbarrow, Tyke.
Dramatic entrance? Number
Yeah.
2?
Get back
No.
through, Frankie.
Dramatic entrance in a wheelbarrow, part 2.
Yeah. Let's
Yes?
just go for it. Just go for it.
You run up and smash the wheelbarrow into the door. You trap one of Tyke's legs between the wheelbarrow and the door.
Oh no!
And roll to see if you break it. If you get below 10, you break Tyke's leg. Nope,
Oh
you just
my
managed to
God.
stave his leg, you don't break it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I slipped all the goo of the bugs.
It's
Yeah.
alright. Compared to everything else, that's actually pretty minor.
Yeah. Let's just open the door.
Okay.
In the regular
You try and
fashion.
open the door, the door's locked.
Okay, can we like smash it?
You hear the sound of commotion from the other side. This definitely sounds like goblins.
Oh,
I'll just try to use my immense strength and just kick down the door.
Okay, roll. You smash the lock with your hammer, the splinters of the door, like shatter in every direction, the door just collapses inwards. You hear a sort of sound as it seems to have squashed something.
Hey, it's us, Tyke and his merry bands of heroes. We're here to rescue you.
Yeah, I think that was a goblin sound.
Yeah, in front
the
of you
smashed
there
door.
are 3 or 4 goblins all armed with spears, and next to them there are like lots of cages around the walls containing villagers.
Hey, Frankie,
yep.
charging me at him.
Here we go, my friend. I like the way you roll.
You
I don't
charge
really
up,
good, apparently.
you basically ride up over the door, and as you sort of plummet off the edge of the door, you like do a barrel roll, and Frankie seems to land underneath the barrel and Tyke.
Oh, fuck. Ah!
Yeah.
Frankie, what you doing? This is meant to be our moment, Frankie.
Bugs! Goo! Shoes! Slipped.
But
What
I,
am I supposed to do?
I think you can have your moment now, Tyke, when you and Frankie are on the wheelbarrow, if you want.
No. I like mine with all their toes.
So there are 4 perplexed-looking goblins looking at you like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
What are the rest of you going to do? Let's start
Get him,
with
Chris.
Igneous.
Get him, Chris.
Okay, roll for
Chris-
your geode.
Does Chris still have a candle on him?
Yes.
Sure does.
Yep, he zaps one of the goblins. Just like
D6,
zaps it,
right?
and the goblin just goes and dies.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, Chris, stop taking all the goblins. Something me.
Yeah. We're
I'll
not
take the
going
credit
to
for that
pay
kill.
anything for you, Tyke.
It's Igneous' second attack.
I'm going to hit one with my mace.
Okay, roll. Yep, you crack it in the head, you just immediately squish it, just shatter right through it, and a pool of goo hits the floor next to Tyke. Now they've got 1 health each.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
It's now Kintara.
Yeah, but there's 2 left, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just smack one of them,
Yep, dead.
and let's see what the other one...
Yes, dead, because they're goblins, they're very easy to kill.
Yep.
So you just slice and smash through the 2 goblins remaining, they both crumble to the floor. The villagers sort of rush to the side of the cage as in looking to say, help me. And you hear the sound of coming from underneath the wheelbarrow that's lying upside down in front of you.
Is there a monster under the wheelbarrow?
Spot on Frankie impression.
Yeah.
So
Well, we'll just lift the wheelbarrow
it's
off
now
them.
Tyke and Frankie who are underneath the wheelbarrow.
Yeah, we'll just remove the wheelbarrow.
Okay. So you lift the wheelbarrow off them. Frankie sort of pushes Tyke off him and gets back to his feet as Tyke sort of meekly climbs back into the wheelbarrow.
You stay there. Do not come near me again.
I mean, you're the one who tripped up Mr. Frankie.
You're the one who ordered me to run.
I mean, I thought it'd be cool.
As did I, but
Blind leading a blind.
So, you check the goblins over. One of them does have a set of keys. Are you going to let the villagers out, or are you going to talk to them first?
Hey villagers, we're Tyke and his merry band of heroes. We're here to rescue you guys.
but where's the brother?
I mean, everyone's somebody's brother, right?
No, the one that they keep blaming.
The villagers all go, they took him away. They took him away to the torture room.
Which
Okay.
direction?
And they all point to the door at the other end. Yeah, we all told them he's the one they want. It's him. They killed Toby.
Who is Toby?
Toby, they came down here. They said they'd torture us one by one. Then they brought in his body and said until they find the Shadowbinder. So we told them, it's him! It's him! And they took him away.
Was he a very naughty boy?
Toby or not Toby, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, maybe
I
we
think
should
we
let them...
should
Let them stay in the cages, right? That's very bad behavior.
It's probably safer for them.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
some pretty heroic guys. We should probably let them out.
Oh, we'll let them out eventually.
Yeah.
We just should probably investigate this torture room first.
Yeah.
We can't spare anybody to escort them back up to the surface. Just-
Yeah, make sure that there's no danger.
Exactly.
You don't want to let them loose and then accidentally half of them die in the middle of the tunnel.
Exactly. So let's go to the door and see if we can hear anything nice.
We'll be back. Do not worry, dear ladies. We'll be
The
back.
villagers start getting very angsty that you've not let them out and start basically cursing at you.
Mr. Igneous, what do you think we should do?
I don't know. So think of some comebacks.
I'm rubber, you're glue. And bounces off me and sticks to you.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah. Maybe we
And
should
the villager
just
yells at
like-
you, "Of course you're glue, horse face!"
My mum always said sticks and stones. My boys, my words will never hurt me.
Well, get over here, we'll break your bones if we get free with these sticks and stones we've got in this cage.
What is it holding the cage door shut?
The cages are, like, they're big metal cages that are padlocked.
We have the keys, though. don't
We have the keys, yeah.
Is there a reason why we're not letting them out?
You can let them out if you
Well,
want.
yeah, I mean, if they run up the tunnel and they run the wrong direction, they will probably just be eaten by spiders.
Yeah, I just assumed we were leaving them in there for their own safety for now.
Yeah.
But I suppose if there was like the tunnel that had fresh air and you could smell it, so we could just tell them to make sure that they keep to the fresh air.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we
just,
haven't been to the fresh air one.
Oh, that's
though.
true.
Just be careful of all like the bugs.
Yeah.
Frankie keeps slipping up over them.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could let them out and just make sure they don't take the fresh air tunnel up. Then we'd probably be safe.
Follow all the burnt webbing.
Yeah,
Yes.
We can follow our own route out.
let's try that. I'm not going to be responsible for anything that happens to them, though.
Yeah. All right, we'll let you out, but I can't be having you breaking Tyke's bones. That's it's just not on, really, is it? We know you're all a little bit emotional. It's been a tough day.
He's lost 2 toes.
Yeah.
3 actually, Frankie.
3, sorry. I'm sorry. 3. Forgot.
That's why I'm in the wheelbarrow.
Yes.
So long as you all agree you're not gonna beat our friend here, we'll let you out. What'd you say?
The villagers grumble a little but agree.
Right, now none of you get killed on the way out, are you here?
So
Right.
you open the cages and the villagers, as soon as you open it, they just push past you and run.
Don't run, guys. Those bugs are very slippy.
Mind your feet.
So you open the 3 or 4 cages of villagers and they all run away.
I guess we're heroes now, right?
Now we can go to the door.
So you go through the door and it's a very sort of small, narrow corridor, and you hear the sound of something frantically screaming. And as you get closer to the door, you hear a very desperate voice screaming, "I admit it! I admit it! I'm the Shadowbinder! I know where he is!"
I'm getting conflicting messages from that.
Then, a couple of seconds later, "It's him! The Dark One! Drive on!" And then you hear just this prolonged scream, and it seems to be getting slightly louder. Even as you're standing still, the scream seems to be getting louder. And there's a sound of something like very loud skittering.
Oh, I don't think this is very good, guys. I think we should probably break down that door and be heroic.
Again, do you want to try dramatic entrance number 3?
I mean, we can't fail 3 times, right?
No.
Well, I've only... Right, I'll just roll.
Yeah. We'll start a slow clap here in the background.
You charge, you smash through the door, the wheelbarrow crumples forward and the wheel falls off. But you are in the room, but you are lying on the floor in a heap.
Could I roll to tuck and roll
Okay,
as the barrel falls
roll.
apart?
You tuck and roll and you land basically in front of a barrel. And as you look up the top of the barrel, you see 2 goblins fishing a guy who seems to have his hands bound behind his back out of the barrel. And they're brushing bugs off his skin as they pull him out of the barrel.
Can I push the barrel over onto the goblins?
You can try. You'd have to kick it, so roll to kick the barrel.
Can I at least use my 5-toed foot?
Yep. You kick the barrel, you do end up having to kick through a nail though, so you have a huge slice down the bottom of your other foot. Nothing much luck, Tyke.
Oh, I hope I've got my tetanus.
Your tetanus and your rabies jab after what's happened to you today.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of you who are all standing in the doorway at this point, apart from Frankie using a sort of heap on the floor,
As always.
yep, notice a quite returned goblin, like one that's obviously eaten far more than the rest. He is the one sort of standing furthest back. He points at you as you come in and grabs the sort of naked guy who had his arms tied behind his back and starts dragging him towards the door at the back.
Hey.
The other two goblins move to either side and seem to sort of gesture, and you notice two of the big, like, flesh things from before move in the way.
You guys let us pass. We're here to rescue that guy.
You hear the guy screaming, like, "Please help me!" as he's dragged through the door. So there are now these two giant flesh sort of lump creatures, and then two goblins sort of standing behind them, sort of poking them with spears. What do you do?
Can we get around the flesh guys this time, or do we just have to kill them?
It looks like they're blocking the only way.
I
You
hate to
guys-
say this, but Frankie, I think
I have
we
a
have to
little
get
bit
that
of
divine power now.
Maybe if we take out them goblins, it'll be a little
Can I
easier.
shoot the big fat goblin past everybody else?
He has kind of ran to the door, but you can get one farting shot.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
yes.
You shoot him
Great
through the
one.
leg, he spins round and lands on the ground. He shrieks, and he's dragging himself away a lot slower now.
No, it's rude to run away.
So the other two goblins seem to have moved to try and help carry him. So now you only have to deal with the two big things.
I mean, you guys can't like being stabbed in the back by those goblins very much. I don't think you guys should put up with that anymore. You guys should like go on strike.
Unionize the monsters.
We're from the Union.
We're from the Union of Gelatinous Monsters.
Do
Flash
you have
Golem's
dental?
local 212.
Do you have dental?
Braces.
You don't? Really? It's company policy. You should have.
Opens its mouth as if to gesture it has no teeth, and bugs start crawling out of it onto its chest.
I was gonna say, can I stick the staff in his mouth and then try and fight a
Can if you
fireball?
want.
Yes, try it. Just see. No.
You stick the staff in its mouth, it closes its mouth around your staff and bites it in half.
Well, you now have 2 fire staffs, Frankie. That's useful.
Does it still work?
You look at your staff and it looks like it's been like dissolve bitten through, and you try to work it and you go, fire! What bit are you pointing at him to try it?
The original top, where the top would be.
Okay, roll. And see which direction it goes.
Oh no.
It fires as normal, it just fires straight forward and smacks into him. It doesn't immediately catch him on fire, but it does seem to set fire to his arm. The bugs seem to be escaping out of his head and out of his chest and sort of running along the floor towards you. So the floor is now covered in beetles running towards you.
Ah!
Well, that's not good.
What's Igneous doing?
I think I want to fire at that one that just bit the staff. Fire it with my crossbow.
Okay.
And again,
As
probably.
they fire it, the crossbow bolt goes right the way through it and sticks in the door behind. It's like they're not solid enough for the crossbow to actually do anything.
Ah. In that case, then I want to have my other action be Chris is going to try and shock the flesh thing.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Natural 1.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed.
Whoopsie.
Chris explodes.
Oh no.
Let's see what happens to Chris. Chris gets grabbed by one of the creatures and then swallowed. You don't know if he's still alive or not.
No! We took my boy! Give me back my boy!
The one that swallowed it just seems to look at you and goes,
Don't worry, Mr. Igneous, we'll get him back.
Is the one that swallowed it the one that isn't the bugs
it's one that
running
isn't
out
on
of it?
fire, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I take it's my turn.
Yep.
So I'll just go for the one that swallowed the rock. And
Okay,
just
what are you
try
gonna
to smash him with my hammer.
Okay, are you aiming for the head, the chest? We aim.
I'm aiming with the chest.
Okay, roll. You smash through the skin, it was a very paper thin, and the whole guts like erupt in like a wave of beetles, and there seems to be a sort of very semi-dissolved version of Chris pours out with them.
No!
So the floor is now covered in beetles and they're crawling all over your feet. What do you do?
Yeah. I'm just gonna
Stamp.
stamp as fuck.
I've got an idea, guys. And I'm going to grab one of the lanterns off the remains of the wheelbarrow and just throw it on the floor.
Okay, roll. You smashed on the floor. The whole room erupts in flames.
Fuck!
Can everyone roll me a d20 to see if you're on fire?
Where does this feel familiar? Oh no!
Oh no, guys.
Oh no!
Tyke gets a crit against him. This is going to be interesting. So, Tara's on fire. Frankie's on fire. Igneous isn't on fire somehow.
Yay.
Whispers is also on fire. Tyke, however, where's the
Good job,
table?
Mr. Igneous.
Oh no!
What does
really
Tyke?
trying to
What
find
happens to Tyke in the fire? A 9. What's a 9? A 9 is the left leg, which is the leg that hadn't been burned before. What happens to it?
The wound on his foot.
No, that's the other
5.
foot.
What's 5? 5 is loss. Oh dear. Tyke's leg catches fire and just burns badly, as in flesh is burning right to the bone with an incredibly hot heat.
Oh my god!
Tyke has managed to burn off his own leg.
I don't think I can go home.
I don't know, but he's managed it.
I don't think I can go home anymore, guys.
I don't know. I don't know how you managed it, but you've totally fucking tubsed it.
You're certainly gonna have trouble with all them stairs.
Please,
I'm.
don't tell my mum, anyone.
I think he's gonna find out.
Yeah.
She's gonna notice your missing leg.
I mean, I guess I just don't have to go home ever again, guys.
Well, at
I
least
think-
you'll
Never
have 2 working toes.
Yeah. I think he's trying to get in your good side, Frankie.
No, let's have this as a way it could be actually done in character, let me think. Okay. So, basically, the flames cause, let's say, a chandelier. A chandelier falls from the ceiling, slicing cleanly through Tyke's left leg.
I was imagining more someone just hacks it off, but sure.
Yeah. Well,
Let's
would
go
you
for
like
the
me to roll
chandelier.
to see if it's your full leg or half leg?
I don't mind. That is your decision as
Okay.
the DM.
Let's see if it's your full leg or half leg. It's the full leg. So Tyke, while trying to crawl away from the fire, loses his entire leg.
It got trapped. We had to hack it off.
It got trapped under a chandelier, and you had to hack it off to save him. Yeah, that'll do. So you're now outside the fire room, dragged it back out. The whole room's an inferno. All of you are okay. Well, so most of you are on fire. Roll to see if you're still on fire, please. So that's Frankie.
I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll.
I'm still on fire.
Everyone except Ignis. Yeah, Frankie's still on fire. Kintara's no longer on fire. The Whispers is just on fire. Got most of it out, but still a little bit there.
Gonna start trying to pat people out.
Yeah.
I feel like Whispers is probably pretty flammable as well.
Yeah, well, she's got fire, so she's slightly more flammable than the rest of you.
She was actually still in the previous room, but she hadn't come through the doorway yet.
Ah, right, okay.
She got the backdraft.
Yeah.
She's got the backdraft.
Drop, roll, keep rolling. Like, what that?
Oh, God.
Frankie's got most of it out.
Hey!
Frankie's finally got it all out, managing to roll an 8, a 9, and a 10. So Whispers is now out. Frankie's now out. Tara's now out. Tyke has 1 leg. 2 toes.
At least I'm on fire, right, guys?
Yeah, that's good.
At least Kudrock's not
They're in
here.
the-
Like, feathers go up like crazy.
Oh no,
Burning
it's
feathers smell.
stink as well, yeah.
Yeah. Is the room still on fire?
The room is slowly singeing and beginning to not be on fire anymore, but you hear the sound of the sort of insect shrieking and that burning scent and sensation you got before when the last one burned.
Yeah.
Can I just like roll just on my side back to the cage room? Like, guys, I think I should probably wait here, guys.
Yeah, I think you should wait here. Maybe we should go chase after the goblins and try to rescue the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so as the fire is beginning to go out, I imagine you stop the bleeding on Tyke. So Tyke's not going to bleed to death, but he has lost a leg.
More makeshift is going to happen later on.
It
Yeah.
hasn't been a good day, has it, guys?
We're gonna have to make you a peg leg.
Take one.
Yeah, maybe Gregor can make me a nice peg leg, yeah.
Yeah.
Why does so many? That's 2 of the 3 long-running characters so far that have had peg legs.
Yep.
Who was the
You
second?
have a thing for pirates.
Are you saying this was going to be a long-running character? This is
Well,
Plummet.
possibly.
You made it to a second episode.
Yeah, Plummet, this is proving the point that heroes are fickle. But anyway, so Tyke now sits just uncomfortably on the floor trying to use the fact he only has one leg, while the rest of you sort of charge forward when now the fire's gone down. And as you walk into the room, you smell the scent of burning flesh, and you look under the chandelier to see Tyke's trapped leg, which is like burnt like to cinders, like a sort of char-grilled lump of chicken.
Do you think we can salvage the toes from this one?
No.
I'm hungry. That smells good.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm not
so-
using it anymore, guys, if you really want it.
But we'll take it with us, and we'll use it to kick that goblin in the head.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Igneous, sir.
You all work together if you really want to get... Oh, lift the chandelier, which was rather heavy, to get his leg out.
I think we should just go after the goblin
I think
guys.
it's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty much joking with that.
Okay, so you kick through the door and charge forward. You run along a very short corridor, and there's a sort of very heavy metal door ahead of you. What do you do?
Is it open?
You try and shunt it, the door's locked.
Anyone good with lockpicking? Or do we have lockpicking?
Is there a lock with the keyhole?
There is a lock, yes?
We tried picking it up.
Yep. You try and pick the lock, you don't seem to get anywhere.
Is it tinkering or is it... We don't have any lockpicking, I think.
It will probably be tinkering, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just give it a go as well then.
Cool. You easily open the door, and the door swings open, despite the fact you had keys with you anyway.
Oh yeah.
Keys are for suckers.
Ahead of you, there's a very strange sight. There's like two goblins that seem to have been like equally like sliced perfectly in half, and that half is missing. And they sort of lie sprawled on the floor, and there's this like very large blood red pentagram on the ground, and a smell of like sulfur in the air. It seems that someone has basically been standing in this pentagram and then been teleported somewhere, and the two goblins holding him up have been sliced because they weren't fully inside the pentagram.
Ooh, that might have been our mysterious prisoner just making his own way out.
I don't think he was making his own way out.
Well, no.
It might have been. What if the villagers, what if they were correct in their harsh and quick persecutions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they dragged him away.
Well, I mean, there was two small goblins dragging the big goblin and the other guy away, so we could probably just unman them. Or, making a blood pentagram from the big goblin's leg or something like that.
Let's have a look around for him.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe we could check for some demonology and stuff like that if any of you guys know how
Anyone
to.
wants to roll demonology? This is definitely some sort of demonology magic. It seems to be a summoning portal. From the time of the blood, it feels like this has been used several times, but it seems to be you need some sort of charm to use it. But it seems that it will transport anyone that is standing within the pentagram who uses the charm to another location.
Okay. Can we see anything else in the room that's of worth notice?
You find a bunch of papers, which are all written in very thick goblin. None of you can really transcribe what they're saying because, none of you speak goblin. But for the most part, it seems to be repeating the same phrase over and over again. So you can take them with you if you want, and you can try and get them translated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we should do that.
Okay. So apart from that, there's not really much else here.
No other way out from the room.
No. You look around, there is like a bed here, which does seem to have been slept in by something larger than a goblin, which could easily have been the fat goblin from before.
Yeah.
But there's not really anything else here that would symbolise anything more than just your standard like minor foreman.
Okay.
They're kind of like chambers or something like that.
So, you think we should head back up, guys?
Here, we should probably check on Tyke.
Yeah, we could probably just carry him up, I think.
Well, we're gonna have to. We broke the wheelbarrow.
Yeah, or Frankie did.
I resent that it was just me. It was Tyke too.
Yeah, we'll go with that for now, but I think we should head up back to the town, perhaps.
So you head back through to the next room. You pick up Tyke. Is one of you carrying him, or are you like strapping him to someone's back, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I can do sort of a makeshift harness probably or something and just strap him onto my back.
Okay.
3PO style.
Yeah, 3PO style, and just
think
have him
more
facing the other direction
Yeah,
so
think
he
more
can
like Alien Resurrection.
Yeah. Man, I forgot about that.
Or like Yoda backpack.
Alright, so which way is Tyke facing?
He's facing the way I like my back, so if Igneous is walking behind me, He can speak with Ignis.
I've got to make eye contact with him the whole time.
Yeah.
Don't look down, Tyke.
I don't want none of this.
No.
I don't want any awkward small talk on this walk back up. So just sit there and hum to yourself and try and think about not having just lost a leg or something. I don't.
Okay, Mr. Ignis, sir.
Drink some more cider. There you go. Tyke.
Yes?
Tyke.
Mr. Ignis, you said I wasn't supposed to talk, Mr. Ignis.
Drink the cider.
Okay, Mr. Ignis, sure.
I know it won't bring his leg back, but I just want to cast heal on him again.
Okay. So you
Make him
cast
feel
heal
better.
on him. It sort of heals up the wound that's there, but he has kind of got a stump where his leg should be.
So, how long do legs take to grow back, guys?
Depends.
Yeah.
Are you or have you ever been a starfish?
Or a spider.
I don't know what a starfish is, Mr. Ignis.
I'll take that as a maybe. Got some bad news. Probably going to replace that with, I don't know, some wood or I might find a nice bit of granite, although that might slow you down a little bit.
Yeah, I think we've tried granite some in some other roleplay. Doesn't work wonders, no.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wood's probably your best bet.
Yep.
If you say so, Mr. Ignis, sir.
Think
Yeah.
of the weapons you could attach to it.
Yeah. And then think of how fast it will burn when Frankie goes wild again.
I could put like a sword in it.
I
then
never
could-
said it was perfect.
So you get back to the surface, and there are quite a lot of villagers sort of standing around giving you evil looks. And
Go on, haven't you got homes to go to?
one of them comes up to you and says, "Why did you take so long to come save us? We were in trouble down there. We nearly died."
I've had a bit of a rough day, sir. If you don't mind, I'd just like to go to bed.
And what have you done to him? What kind of adventures are you? You go down there losing legs?
Ones that have yet to take a casualty.
Yeah. He took one for you guys, so you should be happy.
Yes, be grateful.
Yep.
If you
Okay.
got any further complaints, bring them up at, I don't know, some kind of public forum. I'm sure that
Well,
can be
you'll
set
hear
up.
from me at the next public meeting.
Oh yeah, you bet. We'll be there, all
Can I
right.
just take your name, please, sir?
My name is
your name?
Nigel Wobblebottom.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Nigel.
you look like a Nigel.
Just need to make sure we tell the mercenary guild never to rogue rescue you again. Have a nice day.
He
Yeah.
storms off in a huff. So you get back to the barracks and you hear that you've been summoned by Baron Gregory, who goes, "Oh, hello, friends. How are you doing today? How's the strapping young man there? How's he got on?"
Well, he's a little bit lopsided.
Yeah.
but,
Oh.
He's strapped, though, to my back.
Oh dear.
We need to get him a nice strap on for his leg.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it'll grow back in time. So,
That's what I said, Mr. Gregory. Do you know how long it'll take?
oh, just you have a hearty breakfast, and maybe in a couple of months something will come of it. Just remember, eat plenty of grain. Grain's good for the limbs.
If you say so, Mr. Gregory.
Do humans do that then? Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, it's good that a young boy gets his strength up. I mean, if you want to regrow, you need to have all the strength.
Mr. Gregory, can you do me a favor and promise not to tell my mom?
Well, I don't know her, but
She
I
she
can
won't let me
contact
stay
her
out.
and tell her that I'm not supposed to talk to her, if that would make her feel better.
Only she won't let me stay out if she finds out I lost a leg. And
I'll
also
write her
for
a
the
letter,
clothes.
Tyke. I'll write her a letter.
Yeah.
We all will.
Now,
Yeah.
If you want me to write her one as well, I'm sure I will, saying, "Dear, what is your last name, boy?"
Nels, sir.
Nels. So, dear Mrs. Nels, I'm not supposed to talk to you, so I'm not going to love Baron Gregory.
Love.
Get that sense, Solomon.
Yeah, he stole your cue, Frankie.
Love. Who said anything about love?
I mean, love's what makes the world go round, right, Frankie?
Sure.
of a sort.
It seems time has run out for this week at least. Join us again next week for more of this tale. These bard's tales were originally told to us around a campfire in a long-forgotten land as Descent, Journeys Through the Dark. They were adapted for this podcast by Nikolai Popsky. All music was written and performed by Daniel Boström. The cast of Plummet are Nikolai, Daniel, Bellery, Amy, AJ, John, and Ash, with additional content by Dragon. If you would like your own high fantasy dice, then journey to dndice.co.uk and use our name Penance RPG at the checkout for a 5% discount of your order. For what is a hero without shiny loot? As for us, we are but meager bards. If you would care to support our tales, you can buy us a grog or two, or Ko-Fi, as it is known in your parts, at ko-fi.com/penancerpg. If you would like to support us in future efforts, we have a Patreon at patreon.com/penancerpg. Farewell and good night, dear listeners, and remember that time will turn again soon. It's only a game, isn't it?
My mum used to say that demons come and eat you in the middle of the night if you don't pick up all of the potatoes out before nightfall.
That's probably what happened then.
Must be.
Somebody was unsure.
Someone must have left the turnips out too long.
Yeah, not enough potato miners around.
Quite.
I want to find a shovel.
Are you
And
gonna-
I'm going to snap the handle off and we're going to replace his leg with a shovel.
All right. That way he can both walk and mine potatoes at the same time.
Yep. I'm thinking about his future.
Yep, good
There's
idea.
his whole leg he's missing. It's going to be quite a long shovel.
Well, I don't need to break off a lot of the handle then.
No, can just use the whole shovel.
So
If I got time, I'll put a hinge in the middle of it, but
You're a busy man.
Quite. How are you going to attach it to him?
I don't know,
We'll create a harness of
We
some
create a
sort.
harness, yeah.
wood glue,
Right.
something like that.
But my leg isn't made of glue, Mr. Igneous, sir.
Look, do you want a walking leg or do you want nothing?
Or do you want to hop for the...
Bucket or cup at the top that's about the right size of the stump of his thigh. You might be able to put that in there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need some fan art of this later on as well.
That will certainly speed along his recovery.
Yeah, definitely.